Hello, welcome back to Simon's Rants. I'm Simon, and today I'm giving my on second thought on Once Bitten. I'm reviewing Once Bitten because I've decided I want to go through the Jim Carrey catalog. I've mentioned previously he's my favorite actor of all time, and this is his first movie. Now I know he was in movies before this, like Introducing Janet and Copper Mountain and stuff like that, but you can't really count those as real movies. So I'm starting here because I think this is the best place to start. It's not a great classic movie, but it is the first actual movie that he starred in. So here we go. Once Bitten. So Once Bitten is a 1985 film, obviously starring Jim Carrey, and it was directed by Howard Storm. If you don't know who that is, don't feel bad. This is the only movie he ever directed. Now, in case you don't know the plot of this film, it revolves around Jim Carrey as a teenager who feels like he's the only virgin left in his high school. Now, while he's trying to lose it, he runs into this vampire who actually uses his blood to make herself young because she needs the blood of a virgin, and they're hard to find in 1985, which is a weird commentary angle they go for in this movie, but whatever. It's the 1980s teen comedy. What do you expect? So anyway, he starts to turn into a vampire and all of these different hijinks ensue, and it can pretty much be summed up in that it is a 1980s teen comedy starring Jim Carrey. There's nothing awful about this movie, but there's nothing great about this movie either. It's a low-budget 1980s teen comedy, and that's all you can say about it because that's all that it is. It doesn't try to be anything special, doesn't try to be anything new. It's just trying to capitalize off of that Michael J. Fox type movie, and it's fine for that. Like I said, it's nothing great or anything, but it's an enjoyable little movie, especially if you like Jim Carrey a lot. And honestly, the only people that I've talked to that enjoy or even know about this movie are Jim Carrey fanatics, and I think that's okay. I think this movie is fine if you just leave it with us. We enjoy it for what it is. We don't expect it to be anything great. But among the masses and the average audience, yeah, no, this movie isn't good. It's silly, it's over the top, the writing isn't especially good, there's moments that are just weird that don't make any sense. So enjoying this movie comes down to how much do you enjoy Jim Carrey. I enjoy him a lot. Like I said, favorite actor. He's not my favorite actor of all time because of this movie, though. But if you enjoy watching him act and you enjoy seeing him at his base level that he grew up from, it's really enjoyable for that because you get to see how much he's grown. And you might actually be surprised by some of his acting in this movie. It's not great, but it's also not hammy and over the top like you might expect based on Ace Ventura or his other early movies. Now, it's not like he deserved an Oscar for this role either. It's nothing like that, but there are nuances and subtleties to his performance that I think showed that he was going to be a great actor eventually, just not yet. But outside of him, there's not much left to enjoy about this movie unless you enjoy that 80s classic cheesy soundtrack it's got going on. The other actors are bad to okay, and the script, like I said, is boring, bland, and nothing interesting about it. So overall, this movie is like in that light 6 out of 10 range. I enjoy it more than I don't, but not by a lot. And honestly, that enjoyment comes mainly from just the fact that it's Jim Carrey in a role before he was famous. So if you like Jim Carrey, this movie's probably worth a watch. If you don't like Jim Carrey, definitely stay away. And that's pretty much all you have to say about this movie. It's not a great movie to talk about. It's just trying to be every other 80s movie at the time, so it's nothing special, but hey, if you like Jim Carrey, it's fun. And there's one or two jokes that are actually really funny. You just have to wait for them. So I know this was a short one, but I want to do all the Jim Carrey movies, and this is where you have to start. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.